these little meatball slider deconstructed lunches for him. They're super easy. So I grabbed these turkey meatballs from Trader Joe's. We are going to put, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna split 5 between these 3 containers. So each has like about 1.5. Let's pop those in the microwave. Okay, I actually popped them in the microwave for like a minute, maybe a minute and a half, because there's 5 of them and they're frozen. So let's see how long it takes. Then we're going to cut up these tomatoes to put them in. I like to do the tomatoes to like mimic a tomato sauce without it being like messy and saucy. We walk a lot in his stroller, and he has a stroller tray, so sometimes we do a walking lunch. So I put his whole Tupperware in his little stroller tray. He eats while we're walking. I'm kind of like narrating the things that are going on around us, like when we see a car, when we see a truck, you know, when we see like a flower or a tree, we talk about like the colors and what we're seeing. But I just like to have all of these prepped just for like a super quick and easy lunch. So let's start dividing them while the meatballs are cooking. Literally, this is like the fastest lunch ever. Actually pop them in the microwave for like a minute, maybe a minute and a half, because there's 5 of them and they're frozen. So let's see how long it takes. Once these are done, I'm gonna grab the meatballs and we're gonna divide the meatballs into the 3 different Tupperwares. I like to cut them into small pieces just so it's not like too big in his mouth. I'm a first-time mom. I'm like still getting used to how much he should be putting in his mouth, how big the pieces should be. Like letting him eat independently is still really nerve-wracking for me. I think maybe if you're more adventurous than me, it's not so scary. Or maybe like if you have a second kid, it's not as scary. But I think it's still like a little bit scary. So let's divide those up. So that was about 1 tomato. I started with a half because that's what was in the refrigerator. Now we're gonna cut up some of this bread. It's really hard. I think that's easier for him to chew. I do toast a lot of times because I think that, you know, it's less likely to get stuck in their mouths if it's toast, but I'm still cutting this into, as you can see, I'm still cutting this into like super teeny pieces so it can easily just be pulled out. It will get a little softer because it's in there with the tomatoes, but he really likes, why am I blanking? He really likes croissants, so I felt like he would really like this too, or at least the inside of it. If you don't want to do the crust of this, another good option is just like pull out pieces of the inside and just pop it in. That's super easy, that's super soft, you know, easy for them to chew, so that's a great option too. Oh my god, you can hear him screaming. So these are super easy. You're just gonna pull them apart into little pieces and also put them in each Tupperware. You can decide how much goes in each Tupperware. I usually like a meatball and a half for each meal, so that's how I know how to portion it. Then once you're done, you're going to take a little bit of mozzarella. I have shredded mozzarella here. It's the light one from Trader Joe's just because that's what we buy. Just sprinkle a little on top. And that's it. So then I'm gonna store these in the fridge. This is gonna be lunch for the next 3 days.
So next we headed to Lowe's. I had to get fresh basil for the backyard for both the deck and the vegetable garden we have. There has been so much heat the last couple days. We also got a hose and a sprinkler. Got to make sure we're watering the lawn and the vegetable garden and this fresh basil we're buying. Honestly, we're like sweating at this point, but he's so well behaved when we go to stores that I try to have like a little outing once a day just to keep it fresh and new and exciting for him. We loved looking at all the flowers, the different colors. It was a really nice afternoon. So currently our vegetable garden is set in the back of the yard where it can get the most amount of sun. We have peppers, we have tomatoes, and we have some squash growing in there. So I wanted to take a look at the veggies here and see what else we might put in the garden. I wasn't gonna buy anything, but I just wanted to be like planning ahead, making sure that in the next few weeks we know exactly what to buy.
Ready? We're gonna go inside. We're gonna play inside. Everybody's a little bit sweaty.
The playpen's a little bit of a mess right now, but I always clean it up when he goes to bed at night.
He's actually still being like really quiet in there, and I have 1 meatball left over that didn't fit in these Tupperwares. So we're gonna do one that's with the meat and a hard-boiled egg and a little bit of cheese, kind of like a sausage, egg, and cheese. I feel like these turkey meatballs are not seasoned, so I feel like it can go either way, whether you do it and pretend it's sausage. It's just the same as having a turkey patty for sausage. I just like that these are so easy. When I get a chance to prep something and he's like being quiet, I want to do as much as I can. Often this is, why can't I open this? Often this is when I do overnight oats too. If he's sitting like having his dinner, very quiet, I can prep a batch of his overnight oats, which are usually just oats, a little bit of water or oat milk. I often put applesauce in them or a mashed banana just to make sure there's like a little extra nutrients in there. And then I either put in blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, like all of those work. You can do fresh, you can do frozen, you can also do, Trader Joe's has like a freeze-dried strawberry, a freeze-dried, I think I bought the raspberries this week, and I know they have a blueberry, so I bought some of those for trying them in there, because I know once they're sitting in the overnight oats, they're gonna get like rehydrated and soft, which is gonna be the perfect texture for him. Okay, then we're just gonna add a little bit of cheese on top here for this one. Like I said, we're really working towards the dairy. He used to be off of dairy completely because of his reflux, so we're definitely back on the dairy, trying it again in small forms. So here's the breakfast one.
About 4:30 or 4:45 is when we start like the dinner time, bath time, bedtime routine. We always do dinner at the island here. I let him eat right off the island just that he can grab anything from with his hands that he wants. Then we head upstairs, we set up bath time, and that's it.
All right, we're gonna go into bath time now, and then we're gonna do a bottle, and he's gonna go to bed. It's around 5 o'clock right now, but he'll be in bed at 6 o'clock, and then he usually falls asleep right away. So thanks for spending the afternoon with us. Can you say bye-bye? Bye-bye.